Hi, I'm doing the cardiovascular system. Okay, so there's three parts to the cardiovascular system. You have your heart, which is your pump, your blood, which is your hemolymph, and then you have your vessels. Now, for the heart, you have two systems. You have an open system and a closed system. An open system is when you have when blood contacts the tissue. You usually find it in most invertebrates, which are snails. And then you have your closed system, which is where blood never contacts the tissue. You find it in most, or in some invertebrates, in all vertebrates. There's three circuits that you find in the closed system. You have your one circuit, which is a two-chamber heart. That's when you have your atrium and your ventricle. And usually you find it in fish and sharks, and I drew a little diagram of how it circulates. You have your partially two-circuit system, or circuit, and that's a three-chamber heart, where you have a right and a left atrium and one ventricle. You usually find it in amphibians, and it's a mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. I drew a little diagram of how it circulates as well. And as you can see, it's a three-chambered heart because it has a little peace sign in the middle. And then you have your two-circuit system, which you will find in birds and mammals. It's when you have a four-chamber heart, which means you have a left and right atrium, and then a left and right ventricle. You have your pulmonary and systematic circuit, and I have a little diagram of the heart, and I also have a little thing of how blood flows through your heart. Okay, so then you have your vessels. You have three vessels. That's part of the cardiovascular system. You have your arteries that carry blood away from the heart. You have veins that carry blood to the heart, and then you have your capillaries, which are smaller than veins, and they are the site of diffusion. In your veins, you have valves that prevent bad flow of blood. And now you have and then the third component is blood, which is also known as hemolymph, and it's a connective tissue. There's two parts to it. You have your plasma, which is 55% of blood, of what's in blood, and then you have your cellular components. In plasma, you have 92% of water, so it's a lot of water that you have in your blood. 7% of it is protein, and 1% is like dissolved material. In your cellular component, you have 45% of it in your blood. And with that, you have 97% of erythrocytes, which are also known as your red blood cells. In your red blood cells, they have this protein called hemoglobin, and it's a mixture of oxygen and iron, and that's why your blood is so rich in iron, because hemoglobin loves that stuff. And then you have 3% of leukocytes, which are your white blood cells, and that's just the immune system. You have your thrombocytes, I don't know if I'll say that right, but that's your platelets, and you have, it's cell fragments, and you have this protein called thrombin, which, which activates clotting. Yeah, so it activates clotting, and it also it's produced in the bone marrow. So that's what you need to know about cardiovascular system.
The digestive system has 4 stages: the ingestion, digestion, absorption, and elimination. And then there's the esophagus. Esophagus. That takes food through the pharynx and the larynx, and it's a muscular tube. And then there's the stomach. It's a muscular sac with the parental cells that pump protons and the chief cells that secrete pepsin. And then there's the pancreas that controls glucose levels in blood, secretes PS buffers. And then there's the large intestine that collects undigested material while absorbing water and minerals. And then there's the small intestine, that the portion of the digestive tract that runs between stomach and large intestine. And then there's a gallbladder, organ that stores and concentrates the digestive material called bile. And there's the liver that macromolecule metabolism and secretes bile. I'm done.